Good.
Let's go.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back. My cats are fighting each other to the death currently. But yeah, welcome back. Obviously... Jesus Christ. It just ran over my Ethernet cord. Probably gonna jiggle the cord and ruin the stream, but anyway. Yeah, we won't be back to like normalized streaming probably until next week. Had a lot of IRL obligations. Tonight I can't stream super long because I have to go take care of my parents' dogs at some point for the final check-in, if you will. But yeah, I'm thinking next week we'll be back to our 2 streams a week thing. Anytime it's around my birthday was last Friday. You know, combination of things. There's like Mother's Day usually, my birthday. We try to go away for a day or two, like all in like a 2-week span, so there's just been a lot of crap going on. Family stuff too, so. But the good news is we are live tonight. Probably the only stream of the week, if we're being honest. Oops, I just clicked something. Hopefully that wasn't bad. What's up, Laboshi? F those dogs. So actually, funny story before I get started with that stuff. I actually checked on them an extra time today, more than I usually do, because I knew that the one hadn't pooped. So I'm like, you know what? I checked on them for lunchtime, made it a little bit later. I'm like, I'll go right after the bus stop and check on him again to make sure he doesn't shit on the floor. He shit all over the floor. So I basically took a completely pointless trip because I ended up having to go back 2 hours later to feed them dinner anyway. But anyway, aside from that, as you guys know, we were streaming Breath of Fire 3. In that stream and the stream before, they both crashed. It was like an OBS issue, I'm pretty sure, or YouTube, one or the other. And I decided to take Breath of Fire 3 offline. So our last stream was an SNES variety stream, just to kind of... I'm not going to say it was a filler stream, but it was just, you know, a fun little stream to keep up the consistency with streaming. And then after that, I decided that I wanted to kind of revisit Burein Rōdo. Obviously, I started streaming Burein Rōdo about probably close to a month ago now. And then I played it offline for Bits Plays for my first ever playthrough, and you guys know that I enjoy retro achievements. So I decided that let's revisit it. Retro achievements, if anybody's curious about the retro achievement set, there it is. Old Yeller, that dog. Yeah. So far, looking at the achievements list for it, it doesn't look too crazy. As far as like the beginning of the game and the first dungeon, pretty status quo. There is one right after the first dungeon that I don't think I actually did in the game. They had mentioned that you were supposed to rescue 2 children on the way to and or back from the second dungeon. I didn't do that. Apparently though, you could do it almost whenever, but I'm definitely gonna have to like look into where the hell they are, because I did not encounter them when I played through the game. Also, it's been a few weeks since I wrapped up Burein Rōdo. I'm not gonna remember everything. I have the worst memory in the world. Unless it's my favorite game of all time that I've played a bajillion times, probably gonna end up struggling at some points again, but since I already beat the game and I already reviewed it, the review's out for members, by the way. For non-members, probably release it on Friday or something. I don't know. But looking forward to this. How much for sure? So it's funny, Laboshi. Also, Schmidt, I mentioned it. Thank you for re-upping your membership for 21 months. Appreciate that. I was talking to my wife today. We had a bunch of IRL expenses that literally just absolutely fucked our ass this last week. My water softener and filtration servicing, I don't know what the hell happened there, but I think their rates must have gone up like crazy and they like didn't waive the service fee and it was like close to $700. And then we're about to, you know, Melissa's car needed an inspection, which is fine, but something was making a noise. We had to get the noise checked out, so it got inspected. The noise was a wheel bearing. The front brakes needed to be replaced. The air conditioner needed to be tweaked. It's been rough. So I joked with my wife, I should do a shirtless stream tonight. See if the revenue goes up. But anyways. So that's where we're at. Like I said, not the longest stream tonight. Probably gonna stop somewhere between the 10 to 10:30 range just because I gotta go take care of the dogs. Burein Rōdo review will be out to non-members on Friday. Still working on the SNES video, guys. I swear to God it's gonna get done. It's just kind of been on the back burner because I've been playing Breath of Fire 3 offline. I'm about 6 hours into that and really enjoying it. Hey, what's up, Fizzle? Yeah, Laboshi, dude, it's fucking crazy, man. Life does that all the time. The other day I was like, I think we're in like a pretty, you know, not a great spot, but we're in a good spot. You know what I mean? Like, because we also have taxes coming up soon. Like the property, local taxes, whatever. I'm like, we're in a good spot. And then, bam, all the shit that occurred in the last like 3 or 4 days was probably $800 to $900 more than I was expecting. So, not great. Oh yeah, there you go. And I forgot I need to get an oil change too. Dude, life is unrelenting, man. It is. But anyways, enough complaining. Don't want to sound like DSP here. Let's get cracking. Swap over. We are playing on RetroArch, by the way, for the Retro Achievements. I changed the format down there a little bit. I know the audio's muted. I don't think it is anymore. There we go. And I have like a little tracker thing all the way at the bottom because this isn't going to display the achievements properly. It's going to get cut off. The devil is banging you in there. Laboshi, we were also talking about, we missed the days of you guys playing consistent Friday night D&D. It was spoken again tonight. It's got to come back. You guys need to figure something out. Alright. Let's click start, and now I have to carefully... So, this is a whole new setup compared to normal, guys, so I apologize. I'm like a boomer fumbling around here. So if I press this, does this start? Okay, there we go. Cool. Now I could click off. Perfect. Alright. No, I don't want to do that. Beginning. Yeah, I know, Laboshi, I know. It makes me sad, though, when I think about it. Seriously. We're gonna do a little bit of an inside joke here. If Lord Cephalon's watching this after the fact, and if anybody was watching my you know, as members, I constantly refer to the main character in this game as Reamer. It's because I've been misreading it for years, because this is the same character that's in Mystic Arc, also in Burein Rōdo. It's actually Remeer, R-E-M-E-E-R, but I kept reading it as R-E-E-M-E-R, so to keep up with the joke, we're actually going to call him Reamer, to poke fun at myself. Opai-chan. Alright, this is not a story playthrough or anything, guys, so... I've already done all that shit. Oh! We're already fumbling here. Can't get comfortable tonight. Tell you what. I'm also not used to having wires. Kind of annoying. Alright. So, like I said, the initial stuff seems pretty pretty status quo. For the most part, if you do all the crap towards the first dungeon and loot the first dungeon, you basically get all the achievements, so. Oh, is it really bugged? Eh. I guess worst case scenario, I just won't press it anymore. Just seeing the 0-0 on it bothered me, and I think I tried to remove it last night. I fumbled around with it for a little bit. But, normally I wouldn't even use the tracker, Schmidt. It's just, I didn't want to change my entire setup around to have the overlays pop up properly. So I figured that was like a good midway point. I'm also very congested tonight, I apologize. Also, if you guys haven't played this game yet, I do highly recommend it. Like I said, my Let's Play I think is live to everybody. My review's out on Friday. It is a wonderful game. It's not perfect, but I had a really good time with it. It feels so weird not reading dialogue. But I kind of felt like it would be a little bit overkill, considering I just did it. Alright. Shortly we have control, and I have to change my controls. Because I don't like the way that the base game is set up. Yeah, one of the things though with Breath of Fire 3, I find myself getting distracted constantly by the fishing. The fishing minigame has stepped its game up from 2, that's for sure. Alright, we got fast. I want attack to be... I'm using a PS5 controller, by the way, so hopefully... I guess we'll see. A, BA, yeah. And then I would want... I don't really defend ever, so I guess that's fine. And then... I guess we'll have to see, because I'm not using the correct controller. Or we'll just rock. We'll lean with it and rock with it, baby. Let's go. One of the best soundtracks for sure, by the way. Underrated as hell.
Thank you.
I know it isn't much, but I appreciate the content and I hope all goes well for you in Oneida.
Oh,
life is always great with good people around.
I gotta be careful not to press L2 all the time here on this thing. Laboshi, thank you for the 50! Unbelievable. Thank you so much, I do appreciate it. And like I said, you're brought up quite often in this household, my friend. I miss your presence. I miss being told what great calves I have in the background of Oneida's D&D session videos. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And hopefully you do enjoy the content, you know? Every time I play SNES emulator, I actually think of your streams. You know, I keep mentioning it. When you were playing like Soul Blazer and stuff. Whoa, what the hell? The thing just disappeared. You're edging. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's really anything I need to do here. You could like advance some dialogue with what's his name? Round. Edging to the calves. But I don't think any of the round dialogue matters. Because you got the Kashi and stuff. So one of the, not one of the achievements, many of the achievements I think are actually revolving around buying all the fairies. From this dude, which I actually didn't do. Yeah, gooning. Alright. Somebody's messing around with something upstairs. I need to go check on it. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back. I forgot when I'm playing on emulator I have to mute the in-game music. Sorry about that, guys. Had to help with something upstairs. What's up, Horsey? Thank you again, Laboshi. Much appreciated. And Schmitty again for the, whatchamacall earlier, the resub. So yeah, I think you have to buy all of these. I obviously can't afford them right now, so... Alright, let's get going. Let's start cracking some achievements here. Yeah, Horace, did you assemble that one that you posted the other day? I think this is the first achievement. We'll also see if this actually pops. Yeah, the controls are all fucked up for me right now. I'll get used to it eventually, though. They're not what they were when I played. That's for sure. Hey, there we go. We popped our first achievement. Did it pop on the tracker? Is the tracker going to update? Yes or no? Hopefully it does. We're not updating, so that's not good. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if that actually updates or not. Hey, what's up, Scott? YouTube does suck, Schmidt, I will agree, honestly. Oh, holy crap! Okay, so it like pops up on the whole screen like that? I don't know if I like that, but whatever. There we go, achievement unlocked. It doesn't look the best, that's for sure. How long does it stay? My god. Takes a while. Oh well, we're just gonna roll with it then. Oh my god, it looks like shit! Alright, hold on guys. I gotta fix this. What do I need here and what don't I need? Picker? Oh my god, this is so fucking oh my god. Alright, I'm ruining everything now. This is horrible. Just terrible. That's not even the right one. There we go. Goodness gracious. Alright, I think I got rid of it. I think we're good now. On the fly editing, boys. There we go. Sure, Schmidt. I'll have to look at it after the stream, obviously. You like it? It's unhinged? Yeah, I'm doing like a window capture or whatever, so if it doesn't pop up properly, it gets all fucked up. Alright. Anyway, first achievement done. That's good. Also, I do plan on making like a compilation video for this, so I'll be editing all that stuff out for the other version. Just getting my achievements up off to the side here, so I know what the hell I'm doing. Alright, looks like the next one's pretty status quo. Damn, I got hit there? Welcome on into the stream, guys! I was saying earlier that it's gonna be a short stream week once again, because I got a bunch of stuff going on in real life. Next week will be normal, but the next few streams will indeed be Burein Rōdo, where we're doing all achievements. My first playthrough took me roughly about 10.5 hours, maybe? I cut some footage and my Let's Play was like 9.5 or something. So I'm going to assume this will probably end up taking me around like 8-ish. You'll post it now since you died. Yeah, we're doing all achievements, Nasty, so it's a little bit different from the Kingsfield one where we were just doing one. So it'll be a couple continuous Burein Rōdo streams, which actually works out because, as you guys know, I stopped streaming Burein Rōdo last time. We got the heart. There you go, we got another achievement, baby! It is a cool game, man. I have my, the Let's Play is currently live to non-members, and the review will be live to members, on Friday. Very enjoyable. Laboshi, I'm just catching up with your stuff. Alrighty, so the next one is just simply getting to the Tower of Light, and then for the most part, all the achievements there are related to progression to the Tower of Light, so... Dude, I know. YouTube, like, goes over the top with some of the stuff. So I actually do have to kind of... grind a little bit. Because I'm gonna need a lot of money at some point. Yeah, it's awesome, Nasty. It's obviously, you know, I consider it an action RPG, and I think a lot of outlets do. Some people might consider it action-adventure, because it's pretty similar to, like, Zelda, but it has RPG elements, like your companions level up. You don't level up, though, actually. All you do is get money and get gear. So I'm just grinding a little bit to get some more money, because they're going to need a bunch. And I think one of the achievements is tied to leveling up your jades. So at some point we're gonna have to grind for blue spheres. I do think there's a couple spots in the game where there's predetermined enemies that do drop them, and it's not random. Scott, when I do the offline playthroughs, I actually don't upload any of them until I'm done with the game, so I'm only about 6 hours in currently. I would say members might see it at some point in June, if I stay on track. But the reason why I don't upload before I'm done is because I've had problems in the past. I've had instances with Vandal Hearts is one that pops up in my mind, where I was recording a Let's Play for it, and I realized I was doing like shorter parts. I realized part 7 didn't have any game audio, and then parts 8 and 9, something happened on my computer and there was a very, very obnoxiously loud buzzing noise. So the audio was completely shit for 3 parts, so I just scrapped it. In July it is. I mean, honestly, that's probably when, especially non-members, will see it, for sure. You've come- oh yeah, I'm not doing a Let's Play, guys. I don't need to read everything. Forgot about that. You know, I'll just post it in here in case anybody's watching. Also, one thing I want to point out, I actually never check any of my stats on YouTube. I don't even know how many people are watching. I don't even care to. I feel like you get distracted too much by that. That is not the video I was looking for. Hold on. Let me find it. There you go. There is my Let's Play of Burein Rōdo, in case anybody hasn't seen it, want to watch it later. Who knows? Thank you, Schmidt. I will definitely check. I'll probably check that out in the morning, unfortunately. Right after the stream ends, I gotta head to my parents' house. Let the dogs out, and then I'll be exhausted, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. By the way, guys, if you haven't liked the stream already, please make sure to do so. It is free and easy. Unless you want to be like Laboshi and you make it rain on the stream. That's fine, too. I'll accept any of that. Yeah, I think one of the achievements is leveling up your... I'm just gonna scroll through while I'm not getting attacked. You have to reach the maximum HP. Is there one tied to the... Yeah, raise any fairy to the max level of 19, so... When we get a little bit further on, I don't think it's in this tower. I should probably double check though. There is a spot where a respawning enemy will drop the fairy razors, if you will. Let me find that again real quick. It's gonna be very important, but I don't think it's right now. I think it's like in the ice. The first floor of the ruins dungeon. A bell okay, so it's the second dungeon. Okay. Well. We might get there tonight, so. Where do you click to like it? Do. Yes, the goblin. I actually had to be careful because later in the game you get a fairy jade companion that heals you constantly, like passively. And I started to get like super sloppy and I'm still kind of like playing with that in mind, even though we're a long ways away from that one. One thing too I quickly learned, the boomerang is basically like the OP boss weapon in this game. I don't necessarily think it's the best weapon all the time for, like, going around normally, but against bosses, man, that shit rips! You find them and buy them. Nasty. So that's basically how, his name is Remir, but I call him Reamer all the time. That's how Reamer levels up in this game. He just gets new gear and stuff, basically. And here we have our first light puzzle of the game. You would be absolutely correct, Nasty. There is a fire sword. In fact, you need the fire sword in order to actually progress. It's a part of like a, I guess you could say it's a puzzle mechanic. Although it's not that difficult of a puzzle. You know, I probably should have bought stuff. I just realized I left without getting it. Do I have any warp gates? Oh shit. I just realized I didn't buy a warp gate. Okay. Oh my god. Again, I don't like the default controls in Burein Rōdo, and I'm playing with them right now. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna cancel when I mean to accept. I'm gonna do a lot of crap. Yeah, warp gates allow you to go back to town and any floor of the dungeons that you've been. So they're actually really, really important, and for some reason I was like asleep at the wheel earlier and I didn't buy anything in town. So hopefully I find one. I think there's gotta be one in here. Does it? It didn't have achievements? Did only the Dreamcast one have it, Schmidt? I didn't know that. It was also really sad to see that the dev that was working on Kingsfield 4 stopped working on them. Very disappointing. Isn't that an achievement? Oh my god. There we go. Isn't that an achievement? Hold on. Oh wait, hold on, here we go. There, I had to use Magic Shot. We're good now. I was a little concerned there. A little concerned. The Dreamcast one had it. Interesting. I kind of would have thought that the Legends would have had it, but maybe it took a while longer because, I mean, there's more to do in that game. Excuse me. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't really, I'm not super duper up on my Retro Achievements lore still. Because I typically don't like playing on emulators. I don't have anything against them, it's just if I have my choice, I'd rather play on real hardware. And then my second choice would be a Mister. But honestly, it's the main reason why I didn't go into it a little bit earlier. If real hardware had them built in, my god, I'd have a field day for years. Alright. Now, I don't think many of the achievements are tied to dialogue by any means, but I don't remember what's an event trigger and what's not an event trigger, you know what I mean? So, better safe than sorry. I also just realized I used my freaking apple when I didn't need to, because there's a healing thing here. Yeah, no, I totally get it. And I mean, I kind of meet halfway at this point, too. You know, I'm playing on real hardware, but I'm also using flashcards most of the time. Especially when it comes to, like, RPGs. You know, I have almost all the games that I'm playing. But you never know. The battery backup could die, things like that, so... So good for a first time. Hey, I'm definitely not pretending like this is my first time. I actually shared my link earlier. Breath of Fire 3 is awesome, man. I'm enjoying it. I got to the point where Ryu got captured by the Unicorn Bros and taken to Castle Windia, and I just broke out of jail and I saved this morning. I didn't have a lot of time to play this morning before work, only like a half hour. So, there's actually only 4 bosses in this game, but I actually like them. They're all pretty cool. They all have like their own gimmick. And I kind of like them. All things considered. I don't remember what's over here. Locked door, probably. Yep. Fuck this guy. This is like one of my least favorite enemies in the game. The boat. Hey, I got a warp gate though, I forgot. Perfect. That means I can go back to town and actually stock up on items, because I completely forgot. And we got 2 warp gates. Would you look at that? I don't think so, Mr. B. But it's actually not that difficult to not die in this game, because the majority of the fails, if you will, come from platforming, and it doesn't kill you, it just hurts you a little bit. I don't think I actually died on my playthrough. I'm just taking a quick look. I don't think there is. I think for the most part, it's basically beat the game. There's like a side questy thing that you could do in this mid-game town, where you have to do 2 things in an arena. You have to max out one of your jades. You have to get all the jades. Those are kind of like the outside of the norm ones, if you will. Reminds you of the Ys games. I still haven't played any of those. Schmidt's gonna be on my ass about that though. I mean, I have put them in a bunch of polls, so I've been trying. But yeah, this game's awesome. I really enjoy it. Produce made this, and Enix published it. Produce made the 7th Saga as well. In my opinion, the 7th Saga is probably the most underrated, not talked about turn-based RPG on Super Nintendo. And I'm leaning towards Burein Rōdo being the same, but for the action RPG / adventure genre. I liked it that much. It's not perfect though, I'll say that. There are some problems. Damn, I got fucked up there. I actually should go back to town and buy some cheese soon. I hate the bow. I need to check real quick if there's an achievement tied to the weapons. I don't think there is. Because, honest to God, I hate the bow. I like never use it. I did not need it whatsoever to beat the game. I'd rather just sell it. Damn, I gotta buy a lot of jades from Meister. Goodness gracious. Also, we should be able to get all achievements in one run. Unless I fuck something up, then I'd have to go back and do it manually, which would be really annoying. But, yeah, I don't think there's anything attached to the weapons, so I could sell that. Let's just pop this, I guess, and push on. And then I'm gonna go back to town. Stock up on some more stuff. What's up, Vito?
So say it. Let me hear you say...
I can't...
What's up, Vito?
All I do is press the wrong buttons in this game when I don't switch them. Alright, so... that is the other one... Derp! Welcome to the stream, Jimmy. Again, can't stream for super duper long tonight. My goal would be maybe to at least get to the Abel Ruins, which is the second dungeon, so we'll see. Next week will be quote-unquote normal. I don't remember what the button is. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Nah, I got too much stuff going on, man. Too much stuff. Alright, we got the Scott Steiner chainmail. So there's an example of Ramir leveling up. Hey, let's go. Alright, this part always gets me. I gotta be careful of the spikes. They kind of get like obscured by the HUD. Whoa. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button, getting fucked up.
I know that was coming!
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely old, for sure. That goes without saying. But the truth is I just haven't had much time to stream the last 2 weeks. Next week is gonna be my first normal week, probably in over a month. Which is good. Refreshing. Alright, let's take a look here. If I can remember to press the right buttons. So currently we have a guard of 1. So let's take a look at what we get from the drop of Protect. Are we getting a 4, a 3, or a 2? Come on, big money. We got a 3, so that means we got 2. That's fine. That's not bad. So I've never been a jewelry or accessory person my entire life. I had a Boba Fett watch as a kid. I think that was the last watch I've ever owned. I tried to wear a couple watches around the college era, and I quickly realized I still don't like them. Turned 40 in November? Damn. The big 4-0. Exactly, Nasty, exactly. Don't attack the stone statue. Do I have a heal? I'm trying to get to the next floor. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong fucking buttons. Nice, dude. Great jump. Great jump. Yeah, Mr. B is kind of weird, right? Third floor key. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a secret here. Yeah. I have to be careful here. I might die, actually. I don't know what I was thinking coming to this dungeon without buying anything. I just completely forgot about buying items. We got the cheese! And the source of power. Let's just eat the cheese so I don't die. And then let's check out what our power's at. Our power is at 2, so let's see what we get, boys and girls. We're gonna get a 3, a 4, or 5. A 5! Nice! Yeah, I don't know, I never liked wearing any kind of accessories or jewelry. Whether that be watches, necklaces, you know, getting your ears pierced, whatever the case may be. Never was into any of that. Always felt uncomfortable to me anytime I had something on. Took me a long time to be able to even be able to stomach my wedding ring because I just wasn't used to wearing anything. Oh shit! Damn, that source of power though, baby. Let's go. Is this an achievement? Foundation Jade, maybe? There we go. Cheevo, baby. They never closed up. Did you have a lot of them? Or do you have a lot of them? Excuse me. Still waiting for my achievement to pop over there. There you go. Tracker, thank you so much. So I like all the achievement trackers, but I find all of the ones that I use, they all have a pretty, like, massive delay. Which is quite annoying. Oh, you gauge them? Were they big gauges? Or like smaller ones? Alright, so we have to go back and go to the 3rd floor, and then I think I'm gonna go to Arcs. There we go, everybody's favorite slowdown. Brain Lord there. Nothing crazy. Yeah, never got into any of that stuff, man. Wait a minute. Trying to remember here. There we go. This is not, yeah, I didn't need to come here. I did this on my Let's Play, too. I always come back into this room for no reason. It kind of reminds me of the other one that I'm actually trying to get to. Oh well, we get some, more practice reps in there. It's always the downward escape paths, if you will. I don't see them very well in this game. There we go. So we just need to go down now, and then we're on the 3rd floor, and I can go back to Arcs. But yeah, so this will be for sure the next few streams, because I don't like, you know, changing projects or whatever. So Until we beat Burein Rōdo and get all the achievements, it'll be the next few streams for sure. Still working on Breath of Fire 3 offline. The Burein Rōdo review will be live to non-members on Friday. And I will start compiling my data for the SNES community tier list video tomorrow. I've had way too many projects going on lately and I haven't had time to do it. Obviously, guys, working on 2 reviews at the same time like I was recently took a lot out of me, but I will be circling back to that, so don't worry. And I also plan on getting back into some shorts too, because I hate to say it, they fucking do so well for my channel. They really do. And like, they're fun to make, but it's not my passion, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's like, eh. Yeah, if you don't like platforming, I don't know if you'd enjoy this one. There's definitely lots of instances of platforming, and at times it can be kind of tricky later on. The one thing I will say though about the puzzles, there's a couple tricky ones, but they're not super overly complex, which is actually awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, let's save and go back to town and stock up a little bit here. I just realized I don't think I saved at any of the other ones because I think I kept pressing the wrong button. Yeah, I never I never saved on the first floor of the tower. Oh, that's funny. I accidentally pressed cancel. What are you gonna do? Alright, so I need to get the magic wallet, the X-ray glasses, missile magic, and defeat the boss, and that's the rest of the achievements for the beginning area here. I live dangerously indeed. I was telling everybody that the default control scheme for this game kinda sucks. And I usually change it, but I'm a little confused because I'm playing on emulator. I'd rather not fuck with it, so I pretty much kept it. And because I did, I accidentally cancel out all the time. Alright, see? There you go. To engage dialogue on my PS5 controller, I press circle, but then I have to press X to continue. It's a little confusing. No, 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 no. Buy some cheese. Edgelord. Alright, let's get another warp gate. I'm actually tempted to start buying some fairies? Just to knock off some achievements. Because I think I have enough money to buy a few, but I gotta figure out which ones. Also, does this dude move now because I'm at the dungeon? I think he might. He might be in Toronto already. No, he's still there. Alright. Any of these... The Power Jade Fairy from Meister? This one? Sure. Alright, there's another achievement. Buy the deceased Jade Fairy from Meister. Why not? Another achievement, let's go. Looks like you have to buy all of these from him. So that's gonna be a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Can I sell you my... bow? You only buy jade, wow. What an asshole. I think I will actually take off Ifri. And maybe do the attack one. Alright. So we're dead broke now, which is great. I'm gonna go sell my bow and my old armor. So I gotta buy those other 3 from him. It's gonna be pretty expensive. But this is still the hub town in the beginning, so I'm pretty sure that I can kind of go through the second dungeon and accumulate money. I think. I hope. Otherwise I'll be firing up a really fucking boring second playthrough offline to just grind for money. Time to grind for the jade. The good thing is I can continue to progress through the dungeon, obviously, so we should be able to get enough money. Oh my god, I did it again. Get enough gold to buy at least 2 more maybe after that. Maybe. Sell my old armor. Alright, we're good there. Let me reposition. Oh yeah, I didn't want to do that. Thank you, game. We have to copy. That's what you want to do. There we go. We are drinking a Zoa tonight. I haven't had a Zoa in a while because, quite frankly, the prices have been absolutely doo-doo on Amazon for a long time, but they were on sale the other day. I actually prefer them, the orange one in particular, because I don't feel like it's like very strong. Smooth. You know, I'm a connoisseur over here. So this is probably gonna seem a little weird, but I'm actually gonna take the long way back because I actually want to save. I'm gonna grab another warp gate and I'm gonna take the long way back and just hit the first save spot. I don't think I'm ever gonna need to go back to the first floor, but my OCD's like grabbing a hold of me right now and killing me, so kind of where I'm at. The fact that I didn't actually save at that statue bothers me. And the bright side is that we can accumulate some gold along the way. I'm gonna fucking keep pressing that. It's so annoying. So we spent 1,500 to get that, but by the time we get there, we'll have more, so. Yeah, unfortunately, like, energy drinks don't really do anything for me. I've always had a high tolerance for caffeine, even as a kid. And obviously, the older I got, the worse it got. But if I don't have something, I do feel it. And I can cut back quite a lot. Like, I can cut back to, like, not much milligrams of caffeine at all and still be fine. But if I go, like, cold turkey, nothing, I get headaches and shit. I'm very dependent on my caffeine. Yeah, this is made by the guys that made the 7th Saga, so there's actually a lot of, like, kind of crossover and similar looks there, Nick. Couple spots in the game you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely the 7th Saga. Oh. Alright, I think we got all our money back from buying that. Where'd my jade go? Did I accidentally put him away? Oh, he must have got... So either he got quote-unquote killed because he was protecting me, which I never noticed before, to be honest with you, or he got hung up on something and he's stuck. I don't know what happened. I guess we'll find out soon, so... That's not a whole lot, honestly. But I could survive off of something like that. For sure. See, that's what I did last time. I gotta save. There we go. Alright, now we can actually warp. Go back to the 3rd floor. Yeah, definitely very Soul Blazer-y. I do agree. Phantom floor. I forgot about this room already. I tried. Fuck this guy, dude. Yeah, nasty. The soundtrack's awesome in this game, dude. Even if you don't play it, I actually highly recommend that you listen to the soundtrack on YouTube or something. It's super good. Oh, nice. You finished up a Xenoblade? Do I need armor? So I think the answer there is you actually don't really need armor. Because you find, like, I already have those. Like, you can get an upgrade to the shield. Do I need the shield? I don't know if I need the shield. I gotta see if it's tied to an achievement or not. I feel like it's not, though. How much is it? I mean, it is an upgrade, so... That's fine. Oh, I didn't even have a shield. I didn't even realize that. My bad. The detour key. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like a little, yeah. You're back here. But if I use the detour key... Did I? I did not. I didn't go up here. Oh. That's the wrong button there. Hey, what's up, Huddy? So, I pressed the wrong button. So I actually already beat the game a couple weeks ago. We're doing the all retro achievements run. My review's coming out on Friday, but I will give a mini spoiler. I really liked it. I highly recommend it. Very good. This inverted control scheme I'm playing with right now is gonna be the death of me. Iron sword, round shield. So there you go. There's the shield. that I thought that I had. So I just bought it for no reason. I don't know why in my head I actually thought I had the other shield, but I didn't. So that's a bummer. Well, I guess we can go back and sell it. Might as well just fall off at this point. Yeah, I don't think it's like too expensive. Oh shit, I just realized I'm like dead. I don't think it's too expensive. But I think it's climbing up slightly. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. In you know, looking back on it, I wish I would have continued streaming it. When I was playing the first night on stream, I just, you know, was having a bad day, I guess, and just wasn't really enjoying it. And then when I took it offline, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? What was I thinking? Alright, let's sell the... Well, I guess I should sell this one, because it has 49. Nice, Scott. Oh, yeah. Forgot about this. So, in case anybody tuned in late, I'm not reading any of the dialogue. I already did my Let's Play. I normally don't do that. I normally read everything, but didn't really see the point. A second time, you know? Alright, what do we got here? Yes, Bo, it is. I think I got it off of TeeSpring or something a couple years ago. Look at this guy. These are actually some of my favorite enemies in the game. I really like the sprites. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Bloop. Bloop. The crossroads key! Get me out of here! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. I'm going to assume that... I don't need to do anything to get out of here, right? Okay. And yes, even though I did play the game a couple weeks ago, I don't remember everything. So you're gonna find, oftentimes I'll be like, what do I do here? Nope. The source of power. Alright, what are we rocking right now, guys? We have a power of 7. We were really lucky on our first one. Can we get the 10? I'll take a 9. Let's see. What are we gonna get? Oh, we got an 8. just brutal. But I guess the RNG gods weren't happy since they gave me a good one before. Yes, this is not the Adventures of Cookies and Cream. Definitely not. So one of my actual gripes with this game, the slowdown is absolutely horrendous. And it only gets worse. Truthfully. Yeah, you like that? So I came from there. Wait a minute. Where does this bring me? For some reason Oh, I didn't realize that was an achievement. I haven't checked the goggles yet. Let me refresh my achievements list here. We're making some good progress. The achievement tracker will update soon. I think we got 8 achievements so far tonight. We still gotta get the magic wallet and the missile magic here though. Anyway. I think the magic wallet might be up in that room. I can't remember though. I also don't remember which pressure plates I have to put my stuff on, but I guess we'll see. Jump around a little bit to see here. So much slowdown. Yeah, the music's great, Huddy, for real. It's amazing. Okay. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay. Woo! Holy shit, Reamer, what was going on there? I don't remember ever seeing that when I was playing on real hardware. I don't know if that was an emulator thing or what. Oh shit! This better be the magic wallet. Magic missile, we did need that, so that's good. We still need to get the magic wallet here. Which, funny enough, the magic wallet, I didn't use it all during my playthrough. I found it to be completely pointless because I never died, so... Alright. Let's get out of here so we don't... You know... Jesus Christ. The magic wallet was an infomercial? I don't think I remember that one. Alright. We should probably heal. And let's equip our new magic and shoot it so we get... Oh yeah, I like this one anyway. This is a good one. There we go. Magic missile achievement unlocked. Unfortunately, this one causes massive slowdown. Got another heart. There are 6 plates though. Yeah. I know. So I typically like to save my hearts for when I actually need to heal, because much like Zelda, they actually heal you, but eh. Alright, which one? I don't remember which plates need to be pressed to open the other door here. I do not remember. Oh my god, he's fucking freaking out there. Hey, what's up, Freaky? Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can get some, Okay, so... I would then have to do... Well, actually, no, I couldn't do that because that's in the way. So... Was it this one? It was, right? Wait a minute. I messed up. I messed it up. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. Because we could just do this. Doing alright. Having a really busy and hectic week. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to stream super long tonight, but I do plan on getting at least another hour in, so we'll see how that goes. There was one spot that I didn't go. I'm trying to remember where that was now. Gotta go let my parents' dogs out so they don't piss and shit all over the house. I need to get over there, so I think I want to go down. I still need to get the magic wallet, though. I went that way. I went that way. This goes down to the other floor, so I don't want to do that either. Can't remember where the magic wallet is, so I'm hoping I just find it organically. Was this the place I didn't go yet? I think so. I also have a key in my inventory, I forgot about that. Rain all week. We finally had a little reprieve here. It rained all last week. Got a little tiring for me personally. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think you gotta go this way anyway to get the final key. So I'm hoping that the magic wallet is somewhere over here, because I can't remember. So I don't know if this is an emulator thing, but I've noticed while not playing on real hardware, might also be the controller, I have no idea. I keep getting like weird, the character gets like stuck on things a little bit more than when I was playing on the real console. It's hard to explain. I wish they invented litter box for dogs, man. Been edging since the beginning of the stream, damn. That's a long time, good job. So I have to make that thing chase me up, which means I have to go here. Why am I not... Hold on. Where do you start? You start over there. Oh. Just kill me here. Oh, give me a break, bro. Really? I just got absolutely bamboozled. Oh, I have a problem. There are no rocks or weights in this room. There are 2 switches that must be pushed. I can hold them down, but we still need one more person to go into the room. Would you go look for someone? I'll wait here. So, bad news is I only have 1 warp gate, so normally I would just warp right back. But I actually do have to backtrack because of that, which sucks. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, the controller is clean. I've barely used this thing. So I'm wondering if it's emulator related as opposed to real hardware. Because I'm telling you guys, even though it's like really, really fucking good, sometimes there are differences, you know? Between the real thing and emulation. The backtrack key thing? Nope. Let's go, bro. Still gotta make sure I get that magic wallet, man. I can't remember where it is. Off the top of me head. I still think I'm gonna find it organically, but there's actually a chance that I skipped it. Because I've been kind of zipping around a little bit too much. I guess that remains to be seen. So I actually don't know. I think it is. I think it is. I feel like I remember reading that. But what's in it, I don't know. And if that is the case, it's certainly not super important by any means. I remember when I was playing and I walk in and Barnes is like, "What, you're alone?" I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, where did that guy go?" Definitely trolled me. Oh, is this the magic wallet? No, this has got to be the last key, right? I think so. So you know how I solve this puzzle, guys? I just get hit. Fourth floor key. Good puzzle solve, right? Dude, my dog, or my parents' dogs could certainly use one of those then. To be fair, they don't go away that often anymore, so, but in the past, like if you guys have been around for a lot of my streams, many times I had dog watch duty. Using my Burein Rōdo. I did find it to be very ironic that I stopped streaming it because my brain wasn't working that one night. It beat me. Okay, so before I really advance here, I gotta double check. I think there's like another floor. I gotta see where the magic wallet is because I can't remember. I'm just gonna look it up. I just do not want to miss stuff. We're using the official strategy guide, by the way. It's pretty sick. Ooh, I guess I missed it. Did I? The magic wallet's on the first floor. Oh, is it a, I think it's one of those rooms that you have to, like, fall into or something, if I remember correctly. I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. A diaper. Does your cat pee outside the box or something? My one cat doesn't bend down very well, so I had to get her a hooded box down here because she used to just like piss all over the wall. She wasn't like trying to, she just doesn't bend down. She's lazy. Alright, so I think the magic wallet is in a secret. So let's go back to town. I got the magic wallet on my playthrough, by the way. I can't remember how I got to it. It's on the first floor, but I think you have to access it from another floor by falling or something. Let's use our warp gate here. Go back to Arcs. Keys in the box? Yeah, so my cat Razor, well, Razor hasn't been here for like over 3 years now. He used to shit outside the box all the time. God damn, it was so annoying. Thankfully, like, he stopped out of nowhere. Like, the last 2 years of his life, he just stopped doing it, which was much appreciated. Never really understood it, but... Alright, let's go buy some warp gates. Actually, let's go buy another jade to knock off another achievement, because why not? Buy! Oh, I can't even buy any. Jesus. Yep, that's all very expensive. So I'm trying to remember. He moves to the town of Toronto and his inventory expands. I really need to make sure that, just to be safe, I gotta buy everything before then. So I actually might have to grind for money. Exactly, Scott, exactly. Alright, let's buy 3 warp gates. Buy some cheese. And now, I can't remember if the magic shop has anything for sale here. I feel like they do, right? And it is probably tied to an achievement. Okay. Okay. Yep, all this stuff is tied. I'm so torn, guys. I'm torn because it's like... The grinder in me is like, let's just go fucking just knock this out. Because all I gotta do is kill... You know, a lot of enemies, don't get me wrong, but if they're dropping 200 Gs a pop and they respawn... I did not mean to buy that, by the way. I was gonna pass and do that, whatever, anyway. All good. Let's equip it and get that achievement, I guess. There we go. Magic shield. Goblin Slayer. Enjoy your dinner. So, Nasty, when you get the hand axe or whatever, I don't know what they're called exactly, you actually can smash all of them and there are hidden items. You can smash a lot of stuff in this game, but you need the axe to do it, which is... eh. I wish you could just break it with other stuff. The axe kind of sucks. It's like the strongest weapon in general, but it has like no range. Alright. Let's go back. Let me refresh my achievements list over here. Are we fucking... Why is my achievement tracker glitching out again? Oh my god, I'm getting so annoyed. Oh, that was weird. It like glitched out, but then as soon as I opened it up, it reverted. I don't know, that was strange. Anyway. It's not an exact science, okay? Yeah, the sword is like my second favorite weapon. The boomerang is like super good early in the game, and it's good against the bosses like eternally, but... Okay. He who finds the detour will find riches. So yeah, I think the detour that they're referring to brings me to the magic wallet. I don't remember this floor very well. I think I'm supposed to go the other way, but... we'll get some gold. Look at that, 200 G's a swipe, baby. You gotta love it. Just like that, $1,000. Only was like that in real life, you know? Which again, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you again, Laboshi, for the $50 super chat tonight. That shit was wild. Much appreciated. So one thing I've been wrestling with, guys, and if you were here at the pre-stream and the last few streams, you probably saw that my basement is an absolute mess. The heart. I've been currently reorganizing my walk-in closet in my basement, which has been an absolute nightmare for about 4 years now. I'm making headway, even though it doesn't look like it. But one of the main reasons why I'm doing it is because I'm kind of wrapping back around to Pokemon cards, which I mentioned. I don't know what to do because the content creator in me really wants to make content for it. The problem that I'm seeing there is that it will ultimately turn off some of my viewership because there are people that literally only care about retro games from software or both. And that's totally fair. I get that because I've been subbed to a few channels over the years where out of nowhere, you know, they start doing something and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't care about that. So I don't know what to do there. I don't know if I just don't do anything. I don't know if I do something on this channel or if I start another one just for Pokemon cards. I don't know. I feel like that would ultimately be the best choice to make like a new channel, but then I also don't want to like detract from Bits and Glory in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know, I'm like really waffling with it. I got some time to think though because my basement's still under construction for at least another 2 weeks. I'll figure it out in time. It's the glory of Bits and Glory. Yeah, I also contemplated like maybe just doing short form content for that, but I don't know. I'll figure it out in time. Started a YouTube and tried to diversify the content, it wasn't well received. Meaning, like you started a second channel, or you like had your account, it was a certain way, and then you try to diversify. Because honestly, like people are very fickle. Unless they absolutely love you as like, you know, I don't like saying it, but like a personality, right? Like Bits and Glory, the personality. People will leave if you're not, you know, doing stuff all the time. Like if your channel's not entirely focused for me on retro games and FromSoft, people will get pissed. So I don't know. I think I'll probably, I don't know. The thought of starting another YouTube channel just for that sounds like a lot of work. But also it sounds like the best option, so I don't know. I'll have to sleep on it for a little while. Fuck this guy. Whoa. So I think this is the boss room, right? Yeah, and I don't have the key. And I don't want the key either. Bits and cards. Yeah, I was thinking about like just starting a second one called like Bits and Glory TCG or whatever. But again, one of the main problems that I'm running into is I barely have enough time for my own regular channel. So it's a little tough, you know what I mean? Like I want to pour my heart and soul into this channel. But I also do care about cards a lot, and I have for a long time. So I don't know, we'll see. Alright, I think I have to fall down. I'm trying to remember how to do this, so I'm just gonna straight up look it up. Magic wallet. Oh my god, I forgot. Is that the one I was thinking of? I think the magic wallet was literally, it was behind, it was like one of those like FromSoft things where it's like there's a chest in the room and then behind the chest there's a secret door. Oh, son of a bitch, dude. But what floor was that on? I think I gotta go back to floor 2, right? Can't believe I missed that. Brutal. Oh no, it's on floor 1? I can't remember how to get there.
Thank you.
My contribution when you get the magic wallet.
Thank you, Nasty, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Oh my god, I keep pressing this button. Alright. Yeah, we gotta find that magic wallet. And yeah, I thought about like maybe doing like a test of it. And believe it or not, actually a long time ago on my channel, I did have Pokemon card opening videos. But I deleted them because they were like toxic as shit. It was just filled with like, I think I mentioned before, like little kids wanting to get code cards. Because I didn't give them out, so people were downvoting the videos immediately. Because I play the game online, so I didn't want to give my code cards away. But yeah, in general, it was sort of like, received. So I ultimately deleted them all. They're not on the channel anymore. But that's when my channel was super small too. I didn't even have 1,000 subs then. It's probably at like 300 or 400. Alright, so my goal here, I guess we should progress to try to get the other key or whatever. And then I gotta go back and get that wallet because it is an achievement. Is this the key? Alright, so we can go fight the boss now. I'm just trying to remember how to exactly get there, because it's on floor 1, but I'm trying to remember if... Like, it can't be accessed from floor 1. I think it has to be on a different floor. I'm trying to figure out which one. I guess I can go putz around a little bit. See, I knew this was gonna happen. It was going too smooth, and now I'm like at a point where I can't remember where to go. So I'm gonna go back to floor 2 and then save and just look around. It's the magic wallet is in a secret room behind a chest. I gotta remember that. So hopefully it's like one of the first ones here. And then I'm gonna warp back to town to make sure I grab another warp gate. Probably give myself another healing item or something. Yeah, okay. I think it's over, southwest. So I gotta make my way over there a little bit. And yeah, the way tonight's shaking out... We'll be able to clear this dungeon, I'll be able to go back to town and like stock up, and I'll probably be able to get at least the second dungeon started, but unfortunately I do have to wrap up around like 10:15 tonight most likely, so. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight, I appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the content here, you know, kind of doing a little bit of different things as I'm playing Breath of Fire 3 offline. Felt like it would be fun to do some retro achievement hunting while streaming. And some interactivity, and I know it might be Brainlord overload for some people right now on the channel, but typically after I beat a game, I do like to go back and revisit it. If it's a platformer, I usually try to no-death it, and now in the modern days, I like doing the retro achievements. kind of little fun New Game Plus mode almost, you know what I mean? Alright, I think yeah, I should be able to go over there. Let's see. Bloop. Appreciate it, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. Any excuse that I can go back and play Burein Rōdo again and have it be somewhat new, right?
I'm gonna kill myself!
Thank you, Scott. Final boss have a giant exposed brain. The final boss is really weird and kind of annoying. It has like a gravity pull mechanic and it shoots these things out that destroy the floor. And then you could fall through the floor and it doesn't kill you, but it makes you go back down a bunch of... It's like fucking annoying. I'm actually not a huge fan of the final boss. Is it here? The final boss is... So the second boss of the game is my favorite. And then I think I like the giant cockroach who's here. And then I'm split between the Ice Palace boss and the final boss. I don't know which one I like more. Loves men. Was I led astray? I couldn't remember. Yeah, I don't think it's here, huh? Oh, you know what? I'm in the wrong room, aren't I? It's the one... Yeah, I'm not even in the right room. My bad. My bad. Oh, shit! It's okay, we're stacking those G's right now. One-shotting everybody. Well, two-shotting the bow guys, I guess. Didn't I check over here already? I think I did, didn't I? No, wait, did I not? Is this the magic wallet room? No, I've been here already. Where's the magic wallet? I can't remember. I think I know now. I hope I know now. I'm pretty sure it's, back where I was, on the other side. Alright, just an excuse to get more money, I guess. I gotta buy a bunch of crap anyway for... Cheevos. Burein Lord's wife is Metroid. That is true. Shawn Michaels did say that. Dude, I always go in this room, what the fuck? Alright, let's just double check to make sure I'm on the right path. So, I wish I could like literally point to you guys on the screen where I'm looking at. So, south, slightly to the east, next to the two black blocks. I think it's the first one. Right behind that, I think, is the magic wallet. And if so, great, because we'll be out of this dungeon in no time then. I did not mean to do that. And I think I mentioned already on the stream, but we will make a compilation video of Burein Rōdo all achievements for the channel, so it's not just streams. I'll do my best to go through and chop everything up and make it, you know, condensed and entertaining. That way we get more content. Alright, so I think it's in here. If the red balls are in here... No, is it not here? Is it here? Dude, I don't even know anymore. Where the fuck's the magic wallet? Have I been here? This doesn't look familiar. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good, guys. I hope. Hey, magic wallet hype, let's go. All right, cool. Cool, cool. I think there's more stuff down here, though. There we are. Warp gate. And another heart. Oh shit, that's right. I gotta get all the hearts. I can't forget that. Let me see how many hearts I got so far. I gotta make sure I have all the hearts before I start pushing forward to the boss. Because that's an achievement. 1... 2... 3... 4. So there's 4 in here, and I found 1 on the way to the dungeon. And what does Ramir start at? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I found 5. I think I got them all. I think I did. I gotta remember when I'm going into the future dungeons that I think some of them you can't go back to. Pretty sure. Let me see how many hearts I had in my Let's Play. How about that? We're breaking the fourth wall here or whatever. Alright, where are we at? Oh wow. I think I missed a heart on my first playthrough actually. From what I'm seeing. Right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I did miss one on my first playthrough. Damn. That's fucked up. You want to try beef jerky that doesn't use the freshest of ingredients? So... I think we have all the hearts, so that'll be one thing that I have to be very mindful of going forward. It's actually kind of spooking me a little bit. You know what I might do too? I think the magic salesman stays here, because things don't change until you get to the town of Toronto, which is after the second dungeon. The only one I'm a little concerned of is Meister. I can't remember if he stays or if he leaves after the first dungeon. If he stays, then we're Gucci, because that means before the next stream, I could just straight up grind for gold, and then I could knock off like 6 or 7 achievements by buying all that crap. And I would wait to do that on stream, obviously, the buying part. Alright, let's buy some cheese. More cheese. Warp gate. More cheese. And, you know what? Why not? Let's buy a power capsule. See if we could speedrun the boss. Do I have 2 warp gates or 1? Alright, let's go kill the boss and clear this dungeon. I'm trying to think, what a heart did I miss on my first playthrough? That's wild. See, that's another thing too, that's why I'm enjoying like going through and playing again, because I miss stuff. And essentially, all achievements, you know, you kind of have to do 100%. Not entirely, though, because I did miss something in the Ice Palace, Ice Castle, whatever it is. I had a key on me that I never ended up using. Couldn't figure out where to use it. Apparently, it was a armor piece, but I don't know if it was a unique armor piece or one that you could buy. But hopefully we find out later on. That definitely won't be tonight. That definitely won't be tonight. You know what? I messed up, didn't I? I did. Get out of the way! She's blocking the back exit. Oh, that was some bullshit. Okay, and I wasn't paying attention there, to be fair. I fell through the fucking tile. That was brutal, man. That was brutal. I have the video footage to back it up, Brain Lord. I'm gonna challenge that one. I will say, jumping diagonally on the PS5 controller is a lot easier than jumping diagonally on the SNES controller. And yes, I'm using the D-pad, not the stick. Alrighty. I should have enough heals to kill the boss. Should be fine. We also have the reviving mirror on too. And just for shits and giggles, let's use this. Alright, we gotta heal, boys. I'm getting slow down here a little bit. Oh shit, I almost got killed. God damn. Call the Orkin Man, exactly. Hey, we got him. So that was a little rough. I felt like my first time through I took a lot less damage. Those little buggers got me. But the one thing I will say is this playthrough, I wasn't hoarding the power-up items. Both the passive, 1 through 3 upgrade ones, and the ones that are, short-lived, if you will. So that made a huge difference. Brutal, right, man? Brutal. Oh, too late, huh? I think Freak Swat definitely would have beat him blindfolded. Yeah, that was a boss nasty, yep. That's the first one. Warp gate. Alright, I think that's all the achievements that we needed in this dungeon. The only thing that is up in the air is whether or not I got all the hearts. I think I did, just based off of the fact that I have more hearts now than I did when I played on my Let's Play. So, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed there, and like I said, guys, if I end up missing something, I'll just go back offline, record it, and edit it into the thingamajig. I won't beat myself up over it. Alright, let's go back to Arcs. Rest and save, of course. I'm not gonna call it a night just yet. I do want to get to the second dungeon. And I yet again did it. There we go. Oh my god, I keep pressing the fucking wrong buttons. I hate the control scheme in this game. It's so annoying. And I know you can change it. I'm just confused because I still don't know what button's what button without playing on the real console. Oh my god, I just rested again. I meant to just save. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, take a nice trip together. You stole 8 of them, asshole. These NPCs are like, Pokemon scalpers. Jeez. Unbelievable. I want to go to you. I've got lots of dragon skills, so the price has really fallen. There you go. What a jerk. Alright, so he wants me to go to the caves. But I need to get an axe. So let's go buy an axe. I think the guy downstairs sells it. I like how the guy's like willingly like, yeah, my prices are high. Yeah. We're gonna buy that because that's like goat shit. And can I afford that? Alright. So now we could smash things. How about that? Now, in essence of time, I'm actually gonna look at my map real quick of arcs because I think there might be a hidden heart somewhere, possibly. Are you not gonna tell me? Maybe you're not gonna tell me. Doesn't look like you're gonna tell me. So let's go smashing. A wooden axe. Yeah, I feel like you've seen your fair share of like wooden swords and RPGs and stuff. But I can't really think about seeing wooden axes. Nothing's ringing a bell, at least. Take that. A ponchu? The bone yeah, bone axes. Yeah, the boomerang's legit as hell. It's so good against the bosses. No, I don't want to buy that. Yeah, the range is horrific. It's like the strongest weapon in the game, but the range is so bad. So, we're about to go into an area that, you can get poisoned, and poison's really weird in this game. Poison doesn't actually hurt you, but it lowers your defense basically by half, and it lowers your attack by half. So it's actually quite annoying. And a lot of the enemies that poison you in this game, I find that they very easily poison you, which is even more annoying. Alright, let's go breaking stuff, I guess. I always thought those were rocks. The fuck? Maybe they are, but it sounds like they're just like breaking plates. Get out of my way! Hey, we got some cheese. We got some kind of herb. I don't know if that was the cape herb or an antidote herb. Oh, lots of stuff to break here. Yeah, we got a blue orb. That's good. Sorry, lady, I didn't want to talk to you. I'm just trying to break everything. So, lining yourself up perfectly and moving is actually a little bit tricky. You see that I slide off constantly. And it's always bad when there's an NPC nearby. Okay, cool. We got 2 of those. Nice. Bing, 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 bing. I do think that there's a heart hidden in one of the breakable crates, but I think it might be in Toronto and not here. Alright, so let me think. I want to see if Meister... Oh shit, I didn't do any of the round stuff. Oh my god. Is it necessary to complete the game? I guess I should start talking to people. When I was young, went to the Tower of Light, wounded, can't believe you defeated the Tower of Light monster alone. Okay, I don't know. Like I said, there's like a lot of like side questy dialogue things that you could do, and Round kind of has like his own arc. But I think I just progressed it without actually doing anything. But I do recommend that if you're playing the game casually, you should, you know, go around and talk to people and try to max it out. Right now, different story. Alright, let's see if Meister's still there. If he remains there when I get to the second dungeon, then that's amazing. Mm-hmm. Alright, go up, take a look. If you're there, you'd be here, otherwise you're in Toronto. You're still here. Good. So I still gotta buy out the magic shop and him. I think my next step is gonna be... So, okay, so here's the one thing. I gotta make sure I do this right here. So there's Catabanch and Vince, and you have to save them. I'm pretty sure they're in the cave. So apparently I have to talk to the bartender, and then to the lady in the blacksmith's house, and then the kids will be in the tunnel. So I don't think I did that when I played originally, and I could never find the kids. So I'm assuming it's you, right? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. How do I trigger Catabanch and Vince? I guess I'll go talk to the weapons people again. My goal is to kind of progress that along, get through the cave, and get to the next place, and then we'll stop tonight, but I don't want to miss that. Apparently it's not missable, but it's like event triggery, which is confusing. Okay. So I don't think the kids have anything to do with the school or the church or whatever it is, and I don't think they have anything to do with the old people, nor the magician. So they gotta be attached to these guys then, if not the blacksmith. Morning Star. The Morning Star is pretty sick, actually. That guy's kind of onto something there. Don't break my jars. I don't know. I don't remember if I got that or not when I was playing the first time. Alright. Trying to figure out how to get this trigger to start here before I go into the caves. Huh. Has to be here then. Maybe I have to go into the caves first? I don't even know. I hired Round and Ronald's son. That's the two kids. Found the kids at the weapon dealer place. Talked to the parents in event start. But where though? Yeah, I'm taking a look, Scott. Apparently it's not missable, but you have to event trigger it to get it started. I'm seeing like differing things here. Somebody says talk to the bartender and then the blacksmith's wife. But she's supposed to be here though. I'm gonna go back to the bartender and then I guess I'll just explore the caves because it isn't missable. I might not be able to start it until I get through the caves, possibly. I don't even really know. It's one of the tricky ones. So he's got nothing. Huh. Alright, I'm just gonna go into the caves for now. Because I do remember the blacksmith's wife being in the building at some point, and she's not there yet. So, I don't know. Let's go down. Yeah, I'm seeing many things online. Somebody says you have to talk to the bartender and then the blacksmith's wife first. And then I saw somebody say that the kids are going to be at the weapon dealer's place, but you have to talk to the parents before it starts, and I don't see any of these people anywhere, so... I think one of the kids is that dude that was complaining about sweeping, but I could be wrong. It's all good though. Apparently it's not missable, so we'll just push forward and get through here. Whoa, shit. Bing, bing, bing. Iron helmet. So those scorpions can poison you, obviously. Dead end! Come on now. Antidote herb. I like how they put a scorpion in there to give you an antidote herb just so you get poisoned. Nice, we're getting a lot of orb drops here, which is good. I think this is just a loop-de-loop if I remember correctly, so I'm not going to bother going over there. Ah, did I get poisoned? Yeah, we got poisoned. So like I said, you actually don't sustain damage from poison in this game, but you get half as weak across the board, which is annoying in its own way. Alright, we reached the ancient civilization of the Abel Ruins. Oops. I definitely want to do that. Alright, and I do have enough warp gates, right? I only have 1? 2. So I do want to warp back to Arcs, where I will buy another warp gate. I'll rest at the inn, buy another warp gate. I'll do that at the end. And I want to see if I can get that fucking Catabanch and Vince quest going, because I'm pretty sure it revolves around this. And then we're probably going to call it a stream tonight. My goal was to basically get to the second dungeon, which we did. And we did pop quite a few achievements. I will also grind before the next stream so we could buy a bunch of stuff. Round and Ronald's son. Alright, let's go talking, I guess. And you are just the magician lady. How the hell? Let me check. I did get the magic wallet, yep. I did. Let's look in here. Talk to the people at the bar and at the Smiths. Their sons, Catabanch and Vince, disappeared. They could be found in the cave to the Abel Ruins in one of the small rooms. Unfortunately, completion of this side quest does not grant any prize, which I knew about, so... Oh yeah, I probably should, right? Let me go try that. I don't know if he's still there, though. I need to buy some items. I need a couple warp gates now. I don't think that item, if it is there, has any tie to the achievements, but it would be obviously worthwhile to go back and check. So I am curious. Actually, I need to buy another warp gate, because if I'm gonna warp there, warp back. Alright. We're broke, but that's fine. I still want to try to get this Catabanch thing going. So it tells me to go talk to the people at the bar, which I already did. Oh my god, I forgot. It's when you approach them at different angles, right? No? Okay. For a second I thought maybe I could talk to him from over here. So who the hell? I talked to you already. Somebody's gotta trigger this shit. Are you still serving me drinks? Talk to you from the side? No. How do I trigger you guys? You're still here too? I don't know. I think I might have run into the same problem that I did during my Let's Play, where like things just weren't changing. I wonder if it has to do with rounds story advancement maybe, because I didn't really do any of that here. Huh. Maybe I'll talk to the people here, and then go back to the school church thing. Okay. No. Something's gotta give here, people. School is boring. Okay. Yeah, and you're gonna tell me how stoked you are, right? So you can go in here later. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to get that fucking thing popped or whatever, the event triggered, so I can get that started, but I can't figure it out. I actually feel like I got further when I was doing my Let's Play, and now that I'm actually trying to do it, I can't get anywhere. I hope I didn't screw something up by not talking around. I am a little concerned about that. Because I've basically exhausted all the dialogue at this point. So I am concerned. Ah, man. I don't know. A little confused, guys. A little confused. Oh, here we go. Vince and I have an appointment at the weapon shop, but Vince has to work at the hotel. I hope he finishes work soon. Did you come look at a sword? I don't think there are many dragon scales. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so when do you disappear, little kid? Alright, he's gone now. Are we good? Alright, I'm gonna go back to the bar. This is taking forever. I think I've advanced it though, finally. In some capacity. Apparently the bartender has some new dialogue that I must have missed. You're saying the same shit. You're saying the same stuff as well. Really? So is it not? Is he upstairs again? Dude, I'm getting annoyed now. Alright, so he's not there. I feel like they have to be lost in the mines by now. Because he's like gone, that little kid. I don't know, dude. Maybe I should just go look for them. Maybe they're down there now. I don't know. The thing that's confusing though is a lot of people keep pointing out the bartender, and the bartender hasn't said shit to me. Anyway, apparently if I've triggered it, they're gonna be in one of the small rooms. So... And unfortunately, I do have to stop like really soon, so I don't think I'm gonna have time tonight to go back to get that one item. So hopefully, Mr. B, hopefully you remember so I remember to go look for it next time. Alright, let's see if I triggered it along or not. I fucking hope I did. I had a feeling this one was going to be annoying because I wasn't able to even get it on my first playthrough. Now, I don't know if they're in one of the dead-end rooms or what, but... Oh. Well, I got a gold, gold thing that I could sell. So that'll help. This area is not even that big, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I probably... I don't know. I feel like I had to do something else. There's only a couple more places they could be. There's that one. This was like a dead end. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I bet you if I talk to the weapon shop guys now, because the kid's gone. He might have went there. Yeah, I think so. And we're poisoned, yay! I think you're right. I think you're right. Last place to check anyway. Yep. Alright, let's warp gate back to Arcs again. Trying to wrap this up quick, guys. I like definitely have to leave in like 10 minutes, so that's like non-negotiable. Alright, we're just gonna stay poisoned, doesn't really matter. Yep. There we go. There we go. Hey you shouldn't be here. Go home. Finally. Get lost now. My father's digging a tunnel under our house. When he finishes it, Vince and I are going on an expedition. Old man Barnes says he won't sell weapons to us even though Catabench and I are going exploring. There we go. Yeah, exactly, Nasty. I also love this trope too, where you have to go completely out of your way to get a quest done and you don't even get an in-game reward from it. Now I'm actually gonna go back to the inn real quick to get rid of my poison. And while I'm there, people kept saying you have to talk to the bartender. So... And then I'll go back to the blacksmith shop and go underneath and see if I can find the kids. Let's do this first. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, here we go. Hey, have you seen my son? He's skipped work and gone somewhere. Okay. So, we got the kids in the basement. That sounds horrible saying that out loud. And then I talked to the bartender, and now apparently I have to talk to the lady in the blacksmith's house, and then we'll be in the tunnel. We wear ass music. Yeah, it's definitely one of the more offbeat tunes in the game for sure. Looks like my children, or excuse me, my child and Vince from the hotel have gone somewhere together. I'm worried. Okay. Let's go in and out, and then go down, and let's get those fucking kids, and then I gotta call it a night, sadly. All for the love of the achievements, people. By the way, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to like the stream. I'd appreciate that. It goes a long way in channel exposure. And if you're enjoying Burein Rōdo, we will be resuming Burein Rōdo. Unfortunately, guys, probably next week. I have a really busy schedule for the rest of this week. But next week, we will get back to a normalized streaming schedule. So there's that, which is, you know, twice a week and pretty long. 4 or 5 hours a clip. But if you're craving more Burein Rōdo content, there we go. Wah! Boink. Don't cry, Catabunch. Alright. Yep, we are ready to get this. Yeah, if you're craving more Burein Rōdo, my Burein Rōdo review will be out on Friday. To which I will preface by saying that yes, I was incorrectly calling the main character Reamer, and I apologize because I Mandela affected myself, and I swear to God that's how it was spelled for years. Alright, are you in here? There they are! I'm saved! There were so many monsters that I couldn't get home. Thank you. Wow, it was scary. Alright, cool. We popped that shit. Let's go, baby. Let's warp gate. Back to Arcs. I think I'll sell my gold while I'm cognizant. Don't forget. Actually, no, I'll do that later. So, here are the things. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. So the next stream for this, before we stream, I'll make sure that I grind a shit ton so I could buy a bunch of the spells in the Jades to pop more achievements here in Arcs. I will go back at the start of next stream to try to find that one chest if it's still there in the Tower of Light. And then we'll continue on to the second dungeon, the Abel Ruins, so... yeah. Let me just save again, because I'm a fucking maniac. No. Yes. Alright. Alright, guys. That is gonna be it for this evening. Bloop. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Schmidt for the re-up, Nasty Porch for the $5 super chat, and of course Laboshi for the $50 super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Again, stay tuned for the Burein Rōdo review on Friday. I'll be working on my community SNES top 10 video as well behind the scenes. And the next stream, unfortunately, guys, won't be until next week, but I will be back on a normal schedule next week. So thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Take care. Talk to you guys on the Discord. Take it easy.